What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to another episode on the channel. A lot of you guys have seen my office setup. It consists of some Technics 1200 MK2s and a Rane 62 mixer. And you wonder, hey John, what's up with the turntable stuff back there? Let's just be honest with you. I am not a turntablist at all. I got these simply so that I could learn the craft. I was getting a little bored with my controller, and then, you know, I just said, hey, I want to learn how to be like a real scratch DJ. So you can't do it without some record players, right? So I actually picked these up from a subscriber on the channel that's actually become a really good friend of mine in St. Louis, and then I picked up the Rane 62 mixer off of Facebook Marketplace. Got both of them for a really good deal, but the needles, right as I bought the turntables, the legendary Shure M447s, they stopped making them, which sucks. There's an older product now, it's about a year old, that came out called the Phase. Like, it debuted at NAMM, I believe 2 years ago now, maybe a year ago. You saw all of the scratch DJs, Scratch Bastard, Jazzy Jeff, all those guys were like pumping the Phase up. And then, you know, they got a lot of pre-orders for people to buy them. I was one of those guys as well. The only problem is, they didn't kind of deliver on what they said they would. It was delay after delay after delay. Then they finally shipped. I want to say it's been a little under a year now, maybe right at a year. I believe it was spring of 2019 when I got mine. And they have been sitting in the box, in the package, ever since. And I haven't opened them. And there's a very good reason why I haven't opened them. Because when they first came out, they were getting dragged. And rightfully so. The product that they put out wasn't near what they said it would. The battery life didn't last well. People were having problems with getting them connected. Lots of problems with kind of the first output of what they did. But a lot of things have changed. They've released some new firmware. My cat just bumped the tripod. They've released some new firmware updates, which now makes it cat. So, like I said, I did get the pre-order slip mats. They say exclusive, but from what I've been told, they're still kind of shipping these out. Okay-ish. Definitely not the coolest slip mats I've ever seen. Probably will never use them. We're gonna crack the seal. All right, there we go. Right when you open it up, you have the two, I don't even know what you would call these things. This is like the home base charging station type situation. Left and right RCA, as well as your USB to go into your computer. Looks like these buttons right here press down. Pretty nice cables. USB cable, all of it is like branded. So that's, yeah, so all of it's like branded. Really pretty high quality cables. We've got the USB and 2 sets of RCAs. Fantastic. All right, and underneath the pull, we've got this guy, which looks like these are the magnetic stickers, and this is kind of what it's what these will actually drop onto. On the back, you'll see that there's like the little bitty magnets. That is what the magnetic stickers drop onto. The branding is on point. I just hope they perform how they say they're going to perform. Alright, so the first thing we've got to do is download the software. So we need to go to www.mwm-store.com/configuration. Just out of curiosity, I wonder how much these are going for now. $4.59. So I want to say I bought it for maybe $4.99. It was right at 500 bucks. So it's gone down in price a little bit, rightfully so, because like I said, it wasn't what people expected off the jump, but people are happy now, or so it seems. What? Can't be opened because Apple cannot check for malicious software. Show in Finder. This is already a fail. Alright, so I found the issue. If you're on a MacBook, I don't know if this is how it's going to play out for Windows, but you need to go to the Security and Privacy, and you'll see in the General tab, allow apps downloaded from the MWM Connect is not an identified developer, which it doesn't really mean much. Apple's super like strict on who they let into their system, so there's a lot of apps out there that are perfectly safe that will give you this same pop-up. So we're going to open it anyway. So now it looks like I need to create an account. You know what that's going to be. djwoopig@gmail.com. Shameless plug. If you guys have any questions, need anything answered, want to order something, or looking to make a purchase, whether it be new speakers, lights, whatever it is, shoot me an email. I'm a dealer for a lot of different people. I can probably hook you up. So many steps. Now I got to check my freaking email. All right. I'm already over it. Alright, now we get to connect the phase, what we all came here for. So, I do like that on the back, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but on the back, as soon as you like plug in the phase, these all light up, which is cool. And then this lights up as well, which is also cool. So, new phase detected pops up on the screen. What are we going to name this here? We're going to name it DJ Woo Phase. Alright, so cool. In the new update, the total rework of the battery consumption that increases the remote's autonomy. New full spectrum color picker, allowing you to customize the mini remote LEDs. I don't care about that. And minor software issues fixes. Minor software issues fixes. I don't know why you wouldn't just put minor software issue fixed. 43%, moving along pretty fast. An error occurred. Again, phase. Update complete. Now, let's see here. Let's see what happens. We're going to click done. So it looks like you have to update your, like the brick, and then you have to update the remotes separately. So many steps, phase. Like, you can kind of get it together. So many steps. Let's go ahead and get started with setting up the actual phase. The first thing that you'll need to do is plug this guy into your computer. So I've got my MacBook Pro sitting right here. We're going to plug this into the computer. Just a standard USB outlet. It's going to light up, and then I'm going to drop the phase kind of right here for now. And then you've got two RCA cables, one goes to A, one goes to B. So now it's time for us to prepare our stickers that we need to put onto the records. Take one of them out, take the record, put it in a certain spot, and then the I believe the remote will kind of lock down onto that. I believe it's supposed to look something very much similar to that. Alright, continuing with the manual reading, we need to take the phase out. A is going to go there. Kind of sits on there nice and flush. It says not to move the record until the LED strip is filled. And you place it on there. I guess it's got to calibrate it. So you see the LED going back and forth. And it says don't move the record until it's full. So that's full. Now I believe we can like get started with Serato. This is taking way longer than it should. One thing that I want you guys to kind of notice right off the bat is I don't have, I've got no sound, you know, I've got nothing going on right now. The platter is perfectly still and it's floating just a little bit. Now again, I'm not a traditional, you know, scratch DJ. This might be common when using records. I've always used controllers, but you know, I'm just kind of letting you guys know I'm not touching it, and it's kind of drifting on its own. You can see that that on the right hand platter, it's also moving ever so slightly. So like, let me line it up there. And you can kind of see it drifting backwards. Again, I don't know if this is a common thing with turntables, but I know when I press stop or play on my controller, it does not do this. So just be cognizant of that regardless. I'm gonna spare you guys from like too much of my scratch sounds. Again, I am not a scratch DJ. It's something I've always wanted to learn, and I can do like baby chirps and stuff like that whenever I'm at an event. I've been known to do that a bunch, you know, just like every other DJ. But as far as like the crab scratches and the different like moonwalks and stuff like that, I am not that guy, but I do strive to be. Scratching is not necessary. Don't get, you know, caught up in the internet forums talking about you have to be a good scratcher in order to be a decent DJ. That's just not true. In fact, if you go to a lot of bar and clubs and even private events, you know, they prefer that you just play the track and blend it well instead of doing all the playful stuff on top of it. But my final thoughts. It's a good tool. You know, it's going to save you money in the long run on needles. Now, again, I've never taken these turntables out of my office, so I don't know the real world cost on what it, you know, how long you can get out of a needle. So this may be something that takes several years to pay off if a needle can last you 6 to 7 months. I will say that this is just a trial run though, because a lot of people have had a lot of problem with the phase. They did a terrible job bringing it to market, you know, having people wait years and years. I believe it was about 2 years that they had everyone waiting to get their hands on it, and then when people got their hands on it, there was tons of firmware updates, them just, you know, claiming that the device could do a lot more than what it really could. Since that has happened, there's been several firmware updates to kind of update the system. Now, I will say that the updating process was a little bit convoluted. It did take longer than it should have to get it updated, and you know, you guys saw on my computer that when I tried to update, it failed the first time but succeeded the second time. So I'm sure that was just a connectivity issue or something, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. Also, the drifting action happening on the turntable platter. Again, I don't know if that's something normal, but I know CDJs don't do it, and my controllers have never done it either. And third, all of us DJs are always trying to like scale back on what we're taking out. It's always, you know, it seems in the past couple years especially, we've gone from these big setups down to getting something small. This is just another thing that you're gonna have to remember to put in your bag, remember to keep charged. If you're trying to save on weight and reduction on things you're taking out in the field, this probably isn't the right tool for you. If you're not trying to carry out Technics 1200s or Rain 12, something similar to an event, again, this product is not for you. Shout out to DJ TLM. The beats that you heard me playing on top of, that's actually from his Super Scratch Saturday sessions that he does. DJ TLM has been on YouTube for quite some time. He is a great guy when it comes to teaching other DJs how to scratch. DJ Angelo happens to be another one. So now that I've got this set up, I've got, you know, some proper needles, I guess you would say, on top of them. I'm really going to be trying to dive in every day, try to get some practice in, and see how far I can progress this thing. I will give you an update here in a couple months just to make sure that you guys know that I've been practicing. It's pretty neat that you can take a record and new technology. It's 2020 and this just might be the wave of the future. We shall see. I don't think it is proven enough, but with you know, they just had Serato DJ integration. That was a big announcement at NAMM or something like that. But a lot of people are on board with the phase. What are you guys' thoughts? Please let me know in the comment section. And with all that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Now, a lot of things have been happening in the background since I have come back to YouTube. There's some gear that you guys haven't seen that I have purchased, and that's probably what I'm going to do for the next couple weeks. Let you guys in on some of the things that have made my life a little bit easier since I've been away from YouTube. I know next week I'm probably going to do a review on the new Turbo Sound IP800 or IP8 speakers that I picked up. It's been several months ago that I think they're just fantastic. So that's coming up here in the next couple weeks. Always, if you got a question, shoot me an email, djwoopig@gmail.com. Be sure to follow me on all the social media platforms. And it sounds like my cat is about to break something, so I'll see you guys later.